Hello and welcome. This is a character profile video for the class Maehwa. So what we'll show you is all of her skills. Then we'll show you her top 8 PVE skills and her top 8 PVP skills. We'll then show you her enhancements, her player card, and farming speed. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start with all of her skills, and I'll see you there. Here we go. Okay, if you are new to this screen, I'll just briefly explain it. On the far left is all of the skills. The next column where it says charges is how many times you can use it. The MP is your MP bar at the bottom in blue. So as long as you have 20 of it listed there, you can use it as many times you want. The next column is hits, and that's how many times it hits the person you're attacking, creature or person. The next one's player versus enemy, and player versus player is the next column. And of course, the last column is specials, which is all of the special features that come with each of the skills. So take a moment to look at it, and when you're ready, let's move on to the top 8 PvE skills that I recommend, and I'll see you there. Here we go. So what I've done on this screen is I've taken all the skills that you saw on the previous screen and organized it in the column for PvE, from highest percentage of damage all the way down to the lowest. And then from that, I highlighted the top 8 because we can only take 8 skills into battle with us, but we're allowed 3 tabs to cycle through of our selection. So it's always 8 that we can choose, so that's why 8 is highlighted in green. And I know you're already familiar with the way this layout is, so take a moment and see what there is, and we will move on to the top 8 PvP skills and see if it's different from what I just showed you here. Here we go. So looking over the PvP skills from the previous slide, it does look like there is a slight change, and that is the second one in green from the bottom, retaliation. That skill traded places with crescendo, which is the third from the very bottom. So it looks like they swap places, so be aware of that. And other than that, there's a little bit of swapping places that happens at the top, but it's still the same. So with that, let's go ahead and show you the enhancements, and I'll see you there. Here we go. So if you're new to this slide, allow me to briefly explain this one too. So on the far left, obviously, are all the skills that you have, and then on the far end on the right, the multicolored boxes are your branch damages. These are where you put objects into the branches to strengthen them, and make the skill do more damage, or has an ability to affect more, or there's a few there, and you'll know what I mean by branch damage as you move along and work with your character. So in the center there's 4 columns. The first, second, and fourth column are enhancements that benefit the skill. It benefits you, the player. The third column, if you look, you'll see the first one. It says target attack speed -1% for 5 seconds for the skill of Blood Moon. This column I try to keep as what affects the person you're attacking or your opponent. Sorry I didn't make it easier or more organized. I could have color coded it differently, but as you can see, sometimes there is no more space, and I have to put something in there that it benefits you instead of hinders the person you're attacking. So that's just how it turned out. But take a moment, look over this. What you're looking for is, noticing on the fourth column, is she has a lot of skill cooldowns that get shorter, so her attacks are quicker. And on the first column, there's a lot of percentage of damage adds that she gets. So not only does, like, let's take the second skill, Divider. Not only do you get the damage from Divider, but you get something on top of that, which is 200% more added on top. You can hold your skill button and for multiple attacks, and it has a knockback on hit, which just makes Divider so much more potent and powerful. But if you had a skill that connects to a branch damage, that'd be even better. So take a moment and look this over, and when you're ready, let's go on to the next slide, and that is the player card. I will see you there. Alright, if you are new to this slide, allow me to explain. This is like a baseball card. It is the total of all the slides you just saw with some new stuff added in. If you're familiar with my character profile videos, you could just skip right to the player card and see what the character has without going through all the previous slides, which is just all put right here. But allow me to explain this. Obviously, at the very top is the top 8 PVE and PVP skills that I recommend. You don't have to do it. I just suggest it because it's the 8 highest damaging ones. So you may prefer others because of their the special stuff that they have with it. So on the far right at the top is a new box. It is, I call it immobilization. So all of the skills that you have that are lit up in green immobilize the monster you're fighting or the player you're attacking. So it looks like retaliation has two specials that immobilize your opponent. If you look at it down below under the skills, it is the daze on the first hit and the knockdown on the last hit. So that's why it's at the top. I don't count the effect of knockback because, you know, if you're able to roll out or teleport out or anything once you get knocked back, I really don't count that as mobilization. If you are literally on the ground and you have to spend animation to get up, your opponent can just swing a few attacks in while you're trying to get up. That's immobilization. So obviously below those are the skills, and below that is what you saw previous screen, the enhancements. And want to call your attention to, under enhancements, the third one down, Blooming Divide, the orange, where it says heal 80 hit points per hit. Right below that is the legend that says that effect or enhancement is not applied in the Path of Glory section of this game. So heads up, don't expect it to work. Pearl Abyss wants to call that out to you when you look at the enhancement on that skill. And I've always wondered what forward guard and super armor is. You hear a lot of people talk about it, but nobody actually really says what it is. So I'm going to read it to you. Forward guard, this means that incoming damage will either be 0 or heavily reduced. So that's why a lot of people, like the warrior class, loves forward guard. It's just all around real nice. Super armor is more common, and this is what you'll see a lot of people use in their rotation of skills when they're in arena or Raminus or anywhere that's a PvP. This means incoming damage will be reduced, and effects that immobilize you, like we talked about before, will not happen for a duration of time. And this is why people rotate skills that have super armor. So this is the player card, and from here we're going to jump right into the farming speeds section. So the music's gonna change, but enjoy, and here we go. Okay, welcome to the farming speed section, but first let's start out with showing you where we are. We are in Balanos. We always do the same locations. and we'll change that. We're at Kron Castle entrance, and we're here because not only is it a consistent test, but his CP is 2519 and ours is 4501. All of my farming tests have the same CP of 4501. So let's go ahead and show you what else that we have that's standard. We'll access the inventory. So as you can see, she always has the same gear. They all do. That equals the same CP. There's nothing else in the inventory to skew the result. Just, you know, potions. We're not going to sell those. So from here, we'll bring up that we have a clock. The test is for 5 minutes of attacking. And we're going off of this battle tracking sheet where it shows the start. We use this quest, the Black Spirit quest, to track kills. And we'll put in 1523 as our start. And then we'll put in the end at the end of 5 minutes and tally up the kills, how much money you get from trash loot, and how much money you can get from then on. So without further ado, let's check the pets. I think the pets are okay. And we also have a same saved location, that auto pass there. And that should be it. So let's go ahead and get this started. Click on the auto path. We'll bring up the clock. And as soon as she gets there, we will start the clock and see how many mobs she can kill in 5 minutes. So with that, enjoy. So what I like about the farming speeds, aside from my general curiosity of you know, where each character that Prohibus creates ranks as farming, is this gives you a great opportunity to see the character in action, see what their graphics and effects look like. I have it on the highest settings, so you get to see everything. Maehwa is really beautiful. I mean, I like the color that they chose for her. So, very nice. And we're only just about a minute and 30 seconds into our 5-minute test. So with that, I'll go a little silent here so you can enjoy more of her attacks. So while we're having her do her 5-minute duration, I also wanted to remind you that if you think she's fast, just remember all those enhancements, that her cooldowns and how they're reducing the cooldowns, so she's even quicker to get at her skills. So that'll make her, in essence, much faster. Very appealing. Looks like we're almost at the 3-minute mark. Good. That skill right there just is a money shot right there. When that rains down on her enemies, that is something else. That one, yeah. Okay, we're almost at the 5-minute mark. So what we'll do is we will uncheck the auto attack. We'll immediately go to town and we'll meet up with Eileen and see how much trash loot that we have and see what we just generally got in our inventory. And this is, again, just 5 minutes. And we'll tally that all up and show you how much silver you can make. So we're almost there. That's time. So let's jump over to town and see how she did. I owe you a bit of an apology if it seems like she's lagging while running to Eileen. I have other programs running in the background, and well, that just didn't make her run very smooth, did it? So let's go ahead and pull up our battle tracking sheet and note where it ended. 1847, there we go. Pull up our calculator, subtract the 2. So 1523 minus 1847. So she killed 324 mobs in 5 minutes. That's pretty quick. And let's see what they did for trash loot.
I'm the general goods vendor here in Velia.
Got some skill books. Black stones, very nice. Nothing else. So let's see how much this sells for. 34,000. Let me just catch that again when I type it. So 34,320 silver for 5 minutes of work. Let's pull up our calculator and put that in. Okay, and if you were to go for, say, 30 minutes, which is times 6, you would get 205,920 silver for just a half an hour. That's not bad. When you are level 60, you can take what you can get. And if you did it for 1 hour, you have just about 500,000. And this is just the trash loot. You'll get armor drops and all sorts of other stuff you may want to sell, which will bump that number even higher. And if you did it for 4 hours, congratulations, you made your first million. 1.647 and 360 million. So with that, that'll do it. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe, like, and I'm always making more. So with that, I'll just leave this up here for your reference and say thank you very much for watching. You have a great day. Bye now.